Hey guys, welcome back. Leopazzo, you know what it is, that's the channel. Thanks for tuning in. I'd appreciate it. Today's video is going to be a video on my deluxe Vertex RO unit. It's a 4-stage unit. It's been about time that I came across that I need to change the filters on this RO unit. So I wanted to make a video on me changing it stage by stage, step by step on what needs to be done, and basically just the overall look and review on my RO unit and how it's been doing for me in the last 3 years ago, approximately, since when I got it. So guys, stay tuned. Leopazzo, that's the channel. Thanks very much again for tuning in, and hope you enjoy the video. Well, hey guys, here's the Vertex Deluxe RO unit, reverse osmosis unit. It's a 4-stage unit. It comes with a TDS meter and a booster pump here. You can see the display, it's reading 50 parts per million. And I got it branched off here, supplied by a valve from the PEX pipe coming from the main supply of the house. Here's the water, the reservoir where the water gets filtered down into once it's complete. This is the float valve that I use in a Rubbermaid container. Once it gets full, it just stops. So here, having unplugged the RO unit and turning off the valve there off to the side that I showed you, make sure that you unplug it and you turn off the valve, the water supply valve to the RO unit, so it's not pressurized. So firstly here, we're going to change the DI cartridge. It's the DI. Last time I changed this was approximately about 6 months. For the most part, it's pretty straightforward to change. You just got to unscrew this cap here, take off this sponge that's the first layer. You can just rinse this out, and you can see here is the media of the DI that we're going to be changing out here today, just to give you an idea what it looks like. Okay, so what you got to do is this is the old media here, the DI media. We're just going to empty it out into the garbage bag here. Just take out whatever you can out of it, and for the most part we're just going to give it a rinse over the sink here to take out the remainder. Now that that's all rinsed off, you can see here we have the new media of the DI that we're going to replace it with. I just picked this up here along with the other filter medias that I'm going to be replacing. So you can see I'm just going to empty out all the contents inside the container that it originally came from, and I'm just going to replace it back with the sponge on top, and again cap it back and then just install it. Okay, now on to the next one, the carbon. So we're just going to unscrew it here by hand or with the tool that comes with your system here to help you take it off. And we're just going to unscrew it, and you might have a little bit of water leak here just from some water still being in the lines. Put a bucket or bowl underneath there. And what we're going to do here, we're just going to empty out the water here. Just going to take out this the filter that comes along inside of it. Just take it out. It comes all one unit, one piece. It doesn't really come apart. For the most part, you just want to buy a new one. Just get a carbon one that's exactly rated for your RO unit. Make sure that it fits and it's for your unit. And for the most part, they're fairly cheap and get them at a reasonable price, probably anywhere from 10 to 20 bucks, give or take, depending on where you're located. So you just want to slide that bad boy inside there the same way that you took it out, with the rubber seal again, guys, towards the top, and we can just screw this in here, and we'll be done with the carbon. Straightforward and easy. Next is the pre-filter. As it states, it's the first filter that the water gets filtered through, going through your RO unit. So what you want to do is replace this one just the same way that we replaced the carbon one. Straightforward, just unscrew it from the main system, It might have a little bit of water coming out there, so maybe just catch it with the bowl. You can empty out the remaining water content into the sink, and you can just take out the old one. You want to maybe take a look at it and see how dirty it is, you know, just for your own observation, and see how dirty it looks, so maybe next time when you replace it, you can compare it to that. Okay, you can see here's the new pre-filter cartridge that we're going to be installing onto this RO unit. So it's pretty straightforward. Just slide it back inside there, the original container, and you can just unscrew that back onto the RO unit itself. Okay, perfect. Now that we got those all installed, you can give them one final crank a little bit tighter, just to make sure they have a proper seal and there's no leaks. So we're ready to plug this guy in. Let's plug the RO unit in and let's see how it operates. So you can see here the system's going through its test, and it's just checking to make sure that everything is back in order. And we can see here the water light is on here for water source, so that is telling me to turn on my main supply to the RO unit. It recognized that there was no water for it to operate. Okay, now that the RO unit is plugged in and has power and water supply, we're going to notice here that the parts per million are still at 50, as the water is still beginning to cycle through each stage here, through the pre-filter, the carbon, and the DI, and as well as the membrane. So slowly we'll see this parts per million start to drop here. Alright, you can see here that this is the wastewater going down the drain coming from the RO unit. It's the wastewater that we're not going to be using. Okay, let's take a closer look at this booster pump. You can see here that the RO unit comes along with this booster pump that maintains a water pressure at approximately 100 psi at all times. So this RO unit is capable of producing approximately about 100 gallons within a day. So 100 gallons of product water within 24 hours. So you can see here that the parts per million were just at 50, they just turned to 19, and now we're looking at 1 part per million. So what we're accomplishing here with this RO unit is basically we're filtering out household tap water approximately 99%, and we have a product water that we're going to be able to top up our fish tank and do our salt water changes with as well. Let's take a look at where our product water is going. Here's a reservoir of our product water, the finished water after filtered out through the RO unit. It comes in through the 1/4 inch line through this float valve, which once it reaches a certain height it stops just like that. And then when it drops back down, it knows that it can start filling back up again. Well guys, there you have it. It's the Vertex Aquaristic deluxe version of the RO unit. It's a 4-stage RO unit. I just showed you guys how to basically change the filter cartridges on all 3 filters, the pre-filter, the DI, and the carbon. If you want to stay tuned, we'll make another video in the near future on how to change the membrane, the last filter that I did not change in this video. I'll show you guys how to do that as well. So thank you very much guys for watching. I appreciate it. Thank you. I hope you guys liked it and you guys could use some of this information, you know, when you need to change your RO unit filters, and you know, if you're looking for an RO unit and shopping around for one, or just in general. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate it. All the new subscribers, let me know what you guys think. Any questions, comments, concerns, please feel free to share this video as well, and let others know in case they need the help. All right, talk to you guys soon and stay tuned.